Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Steph and this is Ordinary Plant Girl. If you are new here, thank you for taking the time to click on this video and please consider subscribing. And if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back and spending more of your time with me. So today, what I have is, first, an apology. If it sounds echoey, I'm not using the mic at the moment. We've been having issues, me and the mic. I'm actually refilming this video. Thank goodness I figured it out beforehand. But there's just issues with the program needed to work the mic if you have it hooked up through your phone, and it's just a gong show. So for this video, and until I get something better, you're gonna have to listen to the echo. But that leads me into today. Today we have, it's sort of an Alocasia day. It's an Alocasia update and kind of a little Alocasia tour in a way. But at the same time, I'm going to be asking you guys questions for you to help me with my Alocasias because I don't really know a lot about them. Except that they're divas. They are divas. I thought my peace lilies were divas. Alocasias have them beat. Okay, so if that is something that you are interested in seeing, please stick around. So first up, as you can see sitting right here next to me, is the Alocasia Amazonica, or the Alocasia Poly. So this plant I got, I believe it was in Walmart, and I got it about between 5 to 7 months ago. I'm pretty sure I've had them now 6 or 7 months. And that's kind of why I'm making this video, because I wanted to give you a little update on how they are doing. So when I got this Alocasia, this was the one of 2 leaves that was on it. I did lose 1 leaf. So there was this one, and then after 4 months or so, it popped out this large leaf for me. And one of the things I love about this Alocasia is not only does it have a red back, but can you see the texture of that? Not even the texture, just the veining. I had an Alocasia Poly years and years and years ago, but it died really quick, like real quick. Like there's nothing that happened faster than that Alocasia dying, unless you count my white fusion that got attacked by spider mites. That died pretty quick, and that was traumatic. But anyway, when I repotted this plant into this soil, I noticed that there were a lot of corms, and I left them in the pot. I don't actually know if they're going to do anything or develop. I did have 1 baby leaf that I just pulled off. There was 1 pup that was trying to grow, but obviously it died off. So my question though, as far as this Alocasia goes, for anyone that has one, because they are common in my area, is do you find them to be slow growers? Is this plant a slow grower for you? Because it is a really slow grower for me. And I don't know if that's normal, and I know that everybody's conditions are different. But I just want to know if you find it to be a slow grower or not. I would be interested to know what you think in general of this. I almost got a Bambino, which to me is just like a mini little dwarf poly. I mean, this one's pretty short. I don't know if that's normal either. Are they supposed to be this short? All of my Alocasias sit in an east-facing window. I call it Alocasia Alley because that is all that is on that windowsill is Alocasias, and they are directly on the sill. So, yeah, let me know what you think of the Alocasia Poly, and we will move on to the next one. Okay, next up is probably my favorite Alocasia out of the ones that I have. It is one that is also common to where I live, which is funny because I'd actually never really seen it before until this year. But it is, right now, at this current moment, my favorite alocasia. And that is, oh, my Alocasia Yucatan Princess. This leaf here, oh geez. This leaf here is the newest leaf. It just unfurled. It's still not finished hardening off, and that is way too close for you. So, I'm scoot back as much as I can. But yeah, oh. Do you freak out when you hear like something kind of snap? I did. So this is the newest leaf. Like, just look at her. She's just gorgeous. I love the undersides, not that you can see. Let's see if we can get, okay, hang on. We're gonna make this work. My subpanada's behind me, tagging me. Okay. Can you see, oh, shiznit. Okay, can you see? You know what, we're not even gonna try anymore. It's just too big for the frame. But it does have this beautiful new leaf that is coming out right here. And out of all of them, dirt all over myself. Damn it. So close. This one though has also pupped for me twice now. And I've decided that I'm going to leave any pups in this pot. She's just like, she's magnificent. She is definitely a princess. And when the leaves come out, the petiole is white and then it changes to this maroon color. You can kind of see it in transition here from the white, and as you go down, it's more maroon. This one's fully maroon. But anyway, for anyone of you that could possibly, okay, I gotta put this down, that could possibly have a Yucatan Princess, do you find them to be fast growers? Do you find them to be easy to maintain? One of the things that I have learned about alocasias is that if you can nail down the watering schedule, you will lose less leaves. I do still kind of currently lose leaves with a couple. My dogs are gonna bark. Okay. I do currently still lose some leaves, but I don't think I lose as many as I would. I mean, the plants don't like to dry out. They don't like to be as wet. They don't like to be as wet as, say, a peace lily, but they do like their moisture to be consistent. And I'm thinking that that might actually might help with the whole spider mite thing. Now, knock on wood, I have not gotten spider mites on any of these yet. But I do find that for me, spider mite season is in the fall, once it gets cold enough that you have to turn on your heater or your heating. Once that happens and it dries out the air, something of mine will get spider mites and die. But I'm on it this year. So that is my Yucatan Princess. Wait, was there something else I wanted to say? Nope, I think I'm good. Okay, on to number 3. Okay, the next one I have, I got purely for the way it looked. It's another big one. It's probably along, well, height-wise anyway, so probably along the same lines as my Yucatan Princess, but it is my Alocasia Sabrina. Oh, jeez. Figures I had to pick the awkward ones for this, didn't I? This one's a little on the floppy side, so I do attempt to have it held up. I don't want to fasten it too tightly because it moves. It moves. But anyway, this plant got me basically because of these petioles. And I do like the leaf shape. Almost looks dragon-like in a way. But this Alocasia also, there's an Alocasia reticulata, which I also want. And it's got the same structure, except on the leaves, it's got the most amazing veining, and it almost looks fake. But eventually, I will find that one. This is another one that is common in our box stores. I'm pretty sure this and the Yucatan Princess I got in Home Depot. So they are easy to find here. I haven't seen one as tall as this, which again baffles me because, I mean, it sits directly, it's almost like they're leggy, but they sit directly in the window. But they love that light. And I try to make sure that I give them that light. There are trees that kind of provide dappled sunlight in the morning, but once fall comes, they're gonna get straight fall winter sun, which is not very harsh. So I think they'll be okay, but we'll see what happens. This one as well though is a slower grower. It's not as slow as the poly, but it's not as fast as the Yucatan Princess. I think the Yucatan Princess has given me 6, 7, 8 leaves since I've had it. This one has given me 3. The 3 big ones here. This is the oldest leaf right here, this smaller one. And I have lost 1 or 2 along the way, but it does take its sweet time. What's your opinion of the Alocasia Sabrina? Is it common in your area? Is it something that you would like to have in your collection? Or is it something that you would just kind of pass by and meh, not even consider owning? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. We are going to get on to number 4. Okay, number 4 is one that I was really excited to have in the beginning. It was hyped up a lot. It's another common one in my area. I'm not sure if I said it earlier, and if I did say it earlier, I would probably cut this out. But I did get basic alocasias so that I could learn how to take care of them before I went and got some of the more expensive ones that caught my eye. And I did buy 5 in the beginning, and 1 died really quick, and I never replaced it, and that's okay. But this next one is one that I wanted, and it pretty much kind of started the whole thing for me in wanting alocasias. But then when I got it, I've kind of fallen out of love with it. And that is the Allocation Stingray. So I have seen some of these with big, like hand size leaves, and they look so amazing. And don't get me wrong, I mean, I do love the leaf shape on these. I just find that I don't know what it is. It just doesn't do it for me anymore. I still like it. It's not going anywhere. Maybe I can fall back in love with it. I don't know. But one thing I did notice is that it's got roots now coming out the bottom, and they might just need to be resituated. This one is actually flat. Okay, so I might have to check the roots, but it might just need to be resituated in the pot. I don't think it needs to be repotted. It's only been in this pot like a few months, which could be part of the slowdown in growth. I mean, it has given me quite a few leaves, but out of all of the ones that I have, this is the one that loses leaves the most. Definitely. This is the one that loses leaves the most. So do you have an allocation in your collection that you bought because it was trendy, or it was hyped up, or you know, you just really wanted it, and then you got it and decided, nope, I'm not into it? Let me know. Like I said, it's not going anywhere, but it's kind of going to be one of those ones that just sits there and except to water it, I'll pretty much forget about it. Well, and reset it so the leaves aren't, so that the roots aren't coming out of the bottom. Now we're going to get into my more uncommon and minis, because they are just tiny little seedlings. Okay, so my next two came to me from part of a trade with a woman that I met in a Facebook group. I had traded her one of my Syngonium Wendlandii cuttings, and she most graciously gave me effectively 3 alocasias. 3. So, as far as uncommon goes, she did give me these 2 Frydek, aka whatever I'm going to put across the screen at the bottom because I can't pronounce it. She did give me these 2 guys in 1 cup. I did split them. I am completely infatuated with both of them. Completely infatuated. This is the newest leaf. I have to put one down. Okay, so this is the newest leaf, and it is small, but it is so cute. Like, look at that. These guys have been so easy. So easy. It's still in the cup that I got it in. There's no drainage holes, but you can, I don't know if you can see it. You can see the roots in there. There we go, right there. And there's roots on the backside too. But it seems so easy, like both of them. Both of them are so super, super easy, but I do find that this one, so this one sits in Alocasia Alley in the east facing window. This one sits in a west facing window in my bedroom. And I find that I lose more leaves off of this one than I do off of this one. These 2 have pretty much fallen along the lines of get one, lose one. But that is also my fault because they are in tiny little cups and they dry out faster, and I'll forget about them until I see one sagging. And this one kind of looks like it's sagging, but it's pretty firm. This one I caught. Like, if you catch them on the verge of sagging and you water them, you can save them. But yeah, so there's my 2 little baby Frydek, aka whatevers. I pretty much want to see how both of them will do in separate spaces. That's why I separated them when I noticed that I had to. But moving on. Okay, put those down. Now this little baby also came in that trade. And it's probably my second favorite because this is the uncommon alocasia that I wanted in the first place and what triggered me wanting to even learn how to take care of them. And it is the Alocasia cuprea. Just this little guy here. I mean, it's not gonna show up the way I want to on camera, but it is just the color of it, the color of these backs. I'm a sucker for red and maroon backs. It's just the metallic shimmeriness of it is just amazing. Now this one has been a little bit of a slow grower. That's okay though. I don't mind if it's going to put out those big round like ribbed leaves. I will wait. I'm here for it. I'm totally down for it. But yeah, so it was a pretty awesome thing to get in that trade. When she offered them to me, I really wanted the cuprea. I wasn't actually even a fan of the other one with a different name. I wasn't really a big fan of it. It was one of those ones that you kind of saw everybody had and everybody raved about. So that made me not want it less, but not want it as enthusiastically. Like it was something I could wait for. So it was really awesome to get it in a trade. Now my last one is a little bit different. If you go back to when I was talking about my Alocasia poly, and I said that it was full of corms. Well, I took one out, and I had seen that you could just pop them into soil. Can't get the lid off. Pop them into soil, and they would grow. Well, that wasn't exactly the case. So I did take it and pop it into soil in this little pot, but it, as you can see, has currently done absolutely nothing. So I was doing some research, and I can't remember which video it was that I watched that said that the corms pretty much won't do anything if they don't have absolute high humidity. So what I did was I took that little pot, I put it in this container, and I slapped a lid on it. You can see the condensation on the side. And this is my little alocasia experiment. I'm going to see how long it takes for this corm to actually grow and what condition it's going to be in when it does. But seeing as it's a poly, and they're so slow, I feel like this is probably going to take me until next spring before we see anything happen. Anyway, though, I have been here long enough. This video is running a little long for me. I hope you are all safe and well, and please like and consider subscribing to my channel. If you have any comments, questions, anything, pop them down below. I always reply, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.